Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese sweets and treats. Today we have two treats to try from Japan Candy Box. So the first are our Ume Mochi Candy. So we've had a lot of mochi on the channel, and we've had these a few times. This is kind of a dagashi form of mochi. So it's still soft and chewy, but it's kind of a cross between your normal mochi and a gummy. They have been really, really good. I've really enjoyed them, so I'm very excited to get to try this. I think it's going to be great. We're also going to try this is Suppai Sour Gum. This is actually a Batsu game, which is not something that was disclosed in the pamphlet from Japan Candy Box. This was our surprise snack. But basically there are 4 sticks of gum in here, and one of them is super sour. So we are going to see if I manage to win the Batsu game or not. Should be interesting. With all that in mind, let's get started. Itadakimasu! Starting with our Ume Mochi Candy. There we go. And I do appreciate that these come with a toothpick. Makes it a lot easier for picking these up. These are just super, super soft. And we just have this tiny little bite. It's really soft and chewy. It's not quite the normal pillowy softness of standard mochi. It's a little bit gummier, but it's still really soft and chewy and lovely and delightful. Flavor-wise, what's kind of interesting is ume is often pickled plum, and it can sometimes be very sour. There's a hint of sour in this, but it's really not. I am a sour wimp. This is just kind of that hint. It's really just that lovely plummy flavor. Really, really good. Would definitely recommend, uh, not just the ume in particular, but these in general, especially if you're somebody who's interested in like the dagashi snacks. They have a lot of different flavors of these, and they have been really pretty consistent. They've been very tasty. I personally have really enjoyed them. If you get the chance to try one in a flavor you think you might like, I'd highly recommend. And if you're somebody who's curious about ume, but is a little worried about the sour, because when it's sour, it is genuinely sour, this would be a really good one to be able to kind of try the flavor before you get the sourness. So moving on to our Suppai Sour Gum. I do like the kitties. There's more on the back. I think the cats are cute. I can kind of smell it. Sorry, my new recording software does not keep my computer awake. Alright, I don't know exactly what this is supposed to taste like, but we are going to try it, and we're just going to try, since they gave us 3 little segments, I don't know how well you can tell. I'm just going to break one off. If this is the sour stick, the entire stick will be sour. That was the sour one. Oh, that was definitely the sour one. Which is kind of unusual because a lot of times when something is labeled as sour, it's not been sour. That one is extremely, extremely sour. I'm not sure what it's supposed to taste like, but it is very sour. Texture-wise is nice and soft and chewy. Flavor-wise, I don't know what to tell you. If you like sour, you might enjoy that. If you're somebody who's curious about the Batsu games, this isn't a bad one because it's just, one of the 4 is super sour. Fairly straightforward for getting to play. Oh, I'm looking at the package. I think it's supposed to be just plain soda flavored. It's not bad, it's just extremely sour. Way more than I'm good with, personally. Again, if you're curious about the Batsu games, this isn't a bad one because it is a fairly straightforward game. If you're not, or you're not a fan of sour, then maybe pick a different treat. There are lots of other lovely things. Gochu-sama. So to recap, we did our Ume Mochi Candy, which was lovely and soft and chewy and delightful, and these are exactly the kind of treats I enjoy getting to try. We also tried our Suppai Sour Gum, which is a Batsu game that I lost. Personally, I'm just not a fan of Batsu games in general, especially when they're sent to us undisclosed. It's one of those where I I don't see them much where I am in the world, and the few times I have seen them, I've avoided them. They're not something that I care for. But if you're very curious about that, this is a fairly straightforward one. Probably not bad for just kind of testing the waters on that. But you definitely have to be willing to lose the game if you're going to play it. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, the link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Johnny.